not necessarily the guy. And as you're playing Camille into Poppy support.
I know that, yes!
I mean, it gives you lockdown. If you can jump in, you put down your hexagon, get level 2 off one more minion. There we are. Zayas locks in the gold card. Wind Wall comes out. Ono will wait. Mickey engaging in the bottom lane as Guma almost stunned against the wall, but not quite. Guma gets first blood, and Hansama stunned. What a 2-for-1 in favor of T1.
Meanwhile, on top side, Broken Blade is able to survive the gank.
What you have to do sometimes to Poppy.
Instead, though, they do take a big gamble, and these type of lanes, double Halo Blades do thrive on finding early leads. Now, when we look at the farm, it wasn't that bad of a trade.
Astral fly forward by Faker.
Faker?
Caps just needs the autos. Faker! Faker coming across from the side as well, has the skies descend.
As his ult.
Mickey's on his way. This could be the ball game right here. Faker goes in. Who tanks first? Already we see Hansama falling. Yike with a flash. Faker tanks a tower shot, but T1 able to get out. Caps looking for the flank. Has the shockwave, but no flash. Ona tanking on the front line as Mickey and Yike continue to collapse. Can Caps find Faker? Not today! Faker escapes. Guma falling low. The ignite not enough to take him, but the command attack will send him to an early grave.
His arrival means that G2 can get the chase down. But ultimately, I still feel like this bot lane heavily going in the favor of T1. And we look at top 2, a very different story compared to game 1.
And he goes.
Breath in. Zayas locks the gold card. Broken Blade just trading there. Not too much more going to happen.
So is struggling for now, admittedly. We know that this matchup is only going to get better for Broken Blade. Ghost is used.
Season assist in the mid lane. Good skies descend though the shockwave. Faker dodges it, but Mickey's here. Faker no flash, and Mickey slams him into the wall.
Into a kill. Carrier on a ward.
Right, coming across. Carrier on a ward. Flash forward. Chain of corruption. The lock up on Guma, and there's nothing he can do to escape. The chase continues. Carrier doesn't have a flash. Can he hookshot? Can he wall dive? Or will he just die?
And you gotta put some question marks on T1's decision to say, hey, you know, the Poppy's coming out, we're still gonna pick.
Themselves out of the game deficits, they find incredible ways to come back into games. Their Baron plays in particular are what made the final so difficult for Gen G and why it was such a chaotic, crazy 5-game series. So definitely not gonna count them out. G2 find themselves with about
Towards that, you only keep scaling up quicker.
Carrier.
And goes on. Carrier locked against the wall. Yike here for the chase. Will they use the cease and desist? Ona goes back in. TP flash away with the Cataclysm. Keeper's birdied out by Mickey. Hansama now collapsing. Face call. Guma locked up. The shockwave. Yike going back in onto Guma Yushi. Hansama has Carrier on his base and he might get taken out by the falling star. Carrier trying to put the damage down, but it's too skills. Hansama. Oh, he thought he was gorgeous and he was! He flashes into a bush where there's a sentinel in their favor.
Now, expectations coming into this series were that T1 would be the heavy favorites. We've seen the number of predictions, and of course, this series is not over yet, and by no means is G2 in a convincing position. They are playing against T1 in all 3 games. We've been seeing these incredibly close back and forths. And
well, MSI 2020. That was 4 years ago. Is the chain of corruption going wide from Hansama? The Destiny's going to come in, and there's no way for Hansama to escape
He's
it.
so dead.
I don't think that was a necessity. There is going to be a gold influx here for T1. My main issue, again, is going to be how are these team fights going to damage us. That's the one thing you need to be careful of if you are G2. Don't overextend as Guma.
Oh, all the way onto Guma. The flash away. Steadfast presence. Mickey can't find the stun, and Guma will be able to get the blast gun in time. Yike! Misses the bolt breaker, and now he's on the wrong side of dodge. Flashes away. Cataclysm. Shockwave dodge with a hexagon ultimatum, and Yike locked up and shut out by T1.
Overcommitment.
Hard to ever walk up and contest because there's so much damage as Mickey.
Guma has no flash. Guma has no flash and no edge of night. Destiny out. Smart play by Zayas to spot. The fact that Mickey was flanking Carrier. Going in with a hexagon ultimatum. Knocked back with a hammer shot. The Cataclysm. Cap still stunned up, and Mickey's already killed off Zayas. Caps down, the shutdown goes to Guma. Mickey trying to put the hammer snap into the last breath. And T1 maybe breathed that last in this game. G2 find 2.
They are gonna give up the Baron, might get at least a mid lane turret for it, but not the trade that you're looking for. And G2 take a commanding lead.
The confidence that we're seeing from G2. Broken Blade is in range, the comms come through. Faker gets knocked up, Ona gets knocked up. And they convert it into 2 kills.
Not getting too much. If you only end up getting a mid lane turret out of it, it is nice, but by itself, not enough. And I think this is where the threat
has been outstanding. And considering his game 1 and 2 that were not the best, he has definitely turned things around. The wind wall should prove helpful.
Keria, no hookshot wall dive. Stun card locked onto Yike. Singularity going down, Broken Blade dashing forward. The threat of the Steel Tempest lands that Q3, no last breath to follow up. Another tower goes down, Keria.
Strong, ready for the next team fight.
Broken Blade puts the wind wall down, Hexagol of him coming out as well as Keria dives onto the backline. Broken Blade down to half HP. Owner dashing forward and Mickey binds Faker. The chain of corruption follow up. The shockwave. Faker falls. Yike able to survive as well. Locked up under the tower. He'll die. 2 for 1 so far in the exchanges. Zeus able to walk down towards the bottom side. Kite away. G2 continue to push in for the tier 2 in the mid lane.
Broken Blade. He's looking for more. They'll just take the tower. Wow. And Broken Blade was just kind of
trying to kill this Yasuo. It's, by the way, didn't flash, didn't die.
Keria into the wall on Summer there for the follow-up, just looking to chunk Keria out.
Whoa!
Well, that's a hell of a chunk from G2. The chain of corruption landing as well, as Zeus going to try and lock in the gold card to stop Han Summer from the chase, but Yike is here, and Zeus is not long for the rift. G2 find another 2 with Drake up in a minute on him. Owner just wants to get in here, now out of vision, last breath going in, it's secured by Yike. No damage between the two teams really as G2 just get the Drake and get out, but Yike is overstepping. Cease and desist on the backline into the last breath, into the shockwave. Faker is yeeted the hell out of the fight, and even the base core might not be enough to save Keria. Owner down, Guma down,
that's it.
T1 down, and G2 on the brink of taking a lead versus T1.
T1 again, they try to force. Again, they don't succeed. Trying to take down Yike. He's able to turn it with an immediate ultimate. Faker's going to TP back in a desperate attempt. Yike won't find him, but I don't think it's going to make a difference.
G2 is looking to end the game right here. Sub 30 minutes. G2 have torn T1 apart.
He's got the wave, though. This is really smart. Keria catches it. The cannon minion dies, and there's only 1 minion left alive. G2 unable
to T1, and this should be the last ditch effort from T1.
No flash for Owner, but the Cataclysm Mickey locks him up. Owner shut out. And G2 did everything they needed to make sure there was no steal happening as the flash shockwave on Faker takes him down to half. Mickey with a slam into the wall, and Guma's hopes of winning this game are being slammed in his face. G2 almost clean acing T1. Guma dies, there it is, a clean ace for G2.
5 alive for G2, 5 dead on the side of T1, and with this, G2 will go to match point.
The last Nexus tower, merely a blip on the radar for G2. It is G2 T1.
And